Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I wanted to read this to you. So this question says, what tips would you give people who want to work towards completing a daunting task? Where should they start and how do they see their plan of action through? What would you say to people who have a difficult time holding themselves accountable? I have just one simple trick for this. So the first thing is to write down all the steps it takes to kind of complete this task. So for example, I'll use filling out the long checklist. This is like a real life example I wasn't planning, but it happens to be just naturally sitting here on my desk. This is a real checklist that I used to complete the daunting task of getting my kids ready for school at the beginning of their school year. So applications, emergency card, DSS forms, supply list, calendar, uniforms, student handbook, tuition contracts, playground, class pass. And at the time when there are 4 young children in my house and I'm working full time, this idea of this extra long list of documents was very daunting. So what I always believe is first write down all the steps to completing this task. Another example is usually people have like 80-page applications for Medicaid or different things. Then after you write down all the steps, next to it, write down how long you think each step will take. So let's say the example of signing the contracts for school. Let's say it's 20 minutes. Next to each part, ordering uniforms, 20 minutes. You write down all the steps and about how long you think it's gonna take. And then tell yourself you're not gonna do it all in one day, but you're gonna reverse engineer from whenever the deadline is. Maybe there's no deadline, you're gonna reverse engineer back and just literally 20-minute blocks for 14 days or 7 days. And even if you miss a day, you can make it up the next day. But the idea is just small little bits over the course of as much time as you have or leading up to the deadline, kind of the compound effect. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. You will feel so good. You can see I really did it here. I'm crossing off the name of the school. Every time I did one of the things and I did them one day at a time, actually I think it took me 30 days to kind of complete this list, but it felt so amazing. And I remember when the list was long and then I remember when there was just 2 little check boxes left. So hope that's helpful.